And I didn't pay attention to it for a second. Like maybe she'll recognize the name.
Yeah.
The one that she.
Yeah, I had to get a new one because the rendezvous decided
I don't even
it no longer wanted to hold all of its fluids. At least not holding them well enough for me to figure I can fix it.
Our goal is
Yeah.
You don't need a license or anything.
Yeah, they moved that desk to like there.
Where's those cars, the 5 gallon?
everybody else they know what it's like to be poor. No schedule. Family schedule.
I thought it'd still be dragging me.
That engine's are still
The
running.
Avenger had it felt like
Hurricane.
I contort myself and
No
get
cut.
to where the alternator was.
I could use that epoxy. Roll the
Yeah, pull off like a whole entire fender flare or wheel or move the AC compressor pump and still had minimal room to get to it. It's like, no, I'm done with that vehicle.
Change the valve. They had to pull the stuff, they had to pull the motor off, fender, headlights, to change the valve.
Wife's intrepid, I had to take the passenger front tire off the change for
Fire, very easy.
I had to do that with the Avenger. I had to take the driver's side wheel off to get at it. It's not fun, especially since it hadn't been changed in forever, so it's throwing down. All right, it is 7 o'clock. We'll call this meeting to order. Please rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. As we have not voted for a secretary yet, I will take roll call. Bob?
Here.
Ben?
Present.
I'm sorry. Monica?
Process.
Sam?
Here.
Todd?
Here.
Orv? Here. And Devin, I am here. All right, so we will move to the first agenda item, which is review and approval of meeting minutes. We will start with the August 8th minutes. Any comments, questions, or corrections on those minutes?
I didn't see anything, I'll make a motion to accept as written.
I just have one question though, real quick.
Yeah.
Just help me out with the order. During public comment, we added 22A. Did we act on it, vote on it? I'm trying to find it.
Where is the,
Back.
High Mountain LLC.
yes,
Yes, we did.
yeah. Yeah, we added it, motion passed unanimous voice vote, question as to why addition being added as indicated, had to do with fire code, drainage, on-site runs, and then I made the motion to approve, and then a motion passed.
Never mind, it's right there. I see it. I was only seeing about the adding it.
You made the,
I made the motion
to add the agenda item.
to add the agenda.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright, so motion.
Never mind, I see it. I'm good. Sorry.
But, to approve.
Moved.
motion to approve as written? Do I have a second?
Yes.
5 seconds. So I have a motion and a second to approve the August 8th minutes as written. Any further discussion? If not, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries unanimously. All right, so then with that, we will move on to the August 22nd minutes. Any comments or questions or corrections on this?
Make a motion to approve as written,
All right,
August 22nd.
motion by Bob to approve August 22nd minutes as written. All right, do I have a second?
Second.
7 seconds. I have a motion and a second to approve the August 22nd minutes as written. Any further discussion? If not, all in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion carries unanimously. All right, then we'll move on to liaison reports. We'll start with the marijuana coordinator report. How did the drive-by checks go on the violations?
They cleaned them all up.
Okay, did you clean them all?
Yep.
Any other questions or comments on the marijuana coordinator report? If not, then we'll move to the zoning administrator's report. Troy, when you say at the bottom about the two other municipalities being positive that they would sign on to the
Yes,
letter? Okay. Not positive as to how the court is handling their stuff?
right.
Okay.
We passed it last Tuesday,
Okay.
so I haven't heard anything from the other. I just started working on it, 3 weeks ago or whatever, so, it takes a while.
Any other questions or comments on the zoning administrator's report?
I have a question for Troy. Troy, how you making out with the trailers down here on the corner? He's running a business out of there now with trailers lettered up, running businesses there all night long, more trailers in there again. I thought that was issued and you had it taken care of. Did they not go to court again, or
Corner where?
the trailer that's been there and the trailers that have been there for months, for years now? Canes?
Kane and Kane.
Yep.
What is it? Oh, right here? Kane and Canes, or Kane? Haven't heard anything. I don't know what's going on there now.
You don't see the lettered up trailers in business and more trailers in there. They've been there for months now. So, just wondering.
Okay, are you putting in a report
I
then?
just thought maybe it was one of these that wasn't in court, because you've had a bunch of them that they haven't
No,
gotten to yet.
they just pay the fine and continue going.
Let's see, they just pay the fine and keep
Yes,
doing it.
that's what they do,
And that's what they did on that one?
Yes.
Okay, I wanted to make sure that they got the court or didn't, or what. That was my
Yeah,
question.
it went to court, and they just paid the fine. And so we can just keep doing that.
Okay.
Unless we could get the court to write compliance orders,
I know, they're working on it.
or the township could sue them. That's the only other way.
He obviously is not having any effect at whatever's happening, but I thought it might still be tied up in court.
No, that's all right, as far as court's concerned, he's gotta pay his fine and that's all they need.
So it's on our hands. Thank you.
Yep, mm-hmm.
One if you're ready.
What's that?
I said I can do mine verbally if you're ready.
I was gonna ask if there was any more questions on that report. If not, then yeah, better go ahead with your verbal.
As my trustee report, just a couple of quick notes. One was gonna be that we did approve that, asking the attorney to go farther with Tuscola County Court about getting enforcement. So they're gonna send the letter that Troy has given you a copy of. I mean, there's a letter that was with it, but they're gonna send this in the letter. The other thing is, we just approved a new garbage contract, which will start January 1st with priority. Haul progress has started, as you can see. That's pretty much everything in a nutshell. Oh, the assessor, that was the other thing. We now have a new assessor, and she's hit the ground running. She currently does not have weekly hours here, per se. She's here a lot, and she's available by phone and email. She will meet with people if necessary, but she tries to do everything she can, phone and email.
Okay.
Are we getting garbage from another company or?
Yes, we're switching to priority January 1st. You'll learn more as time goes on. Theoretically, you'll have to do something like leave your cans at the road the last time.
Is that the yellow ones?
Yellow ones, yeah. Reese has got them, Carter Road's got them.
Still trash and
Every,
recycle?
yep, every week trash and every other week recycle. You can still put out one bulk item every week. They'll still bring in dumpsters, and they've authorized up to 4, so 2 times a year, two each time, if we wish to do that.
Okay.
Same foundation.
For clean.
That we don't know yet.
All right, any questions for Ben on his verbal report? If not, for the park liaison report, we'll just hold that until agenda item 24 for the planning commission discussion and action on any park and recreation business. Next agenda item is to vote for a planning commission secretary. So from last time we had a meeting on this, we asked the board of trustees to allow for a non-participating member to take the minutes, which we now have. So the secretarial duties going forward at this point will not necessarily be to take the minutes, but what I would ask is whoever's going to be the secretary would sit next to me, at least write down the motions as they're said, so we have the ability to read them back right there. And then when we have to do roll call votes, write down the roll call vote in the order that it was called, and then that person will also review and approve the draft before it's handed out, and sign the final version of the minutes once we've voted on them. So you won't actually have to write all the minutes down, but that would be the request, is to at least write the motions down also just so you have record of it for when you're reviewing the minutes. I would entertain a request for appointment by anybody.
I will.
Okay. So Monica volunteers.
That comes with chocolate.
Occasionally.
There's usually Snickers right over there behind one. Sometimes it's empty.
All right. So with Monica volunteering, then
Which seat would you prefer next, right or left of him seat?
Yours.
for this meeting, you don't have to move. I'll continue to write them down, but if you also write down your own. All right. So then I will make the motion. Motion by Devin to appoint Monica Whitburn. Monica Whitburn Whitburn as the planning commission secretary. Do I have a second? Seconds. All right, so I have a motion and a second to appoint Monica Whitburn as the planning commission secretary. Any further discussion?
And she'll be a planning commission member as well, or she's just?
Yes, Monica is a full-blown planning commission member.
Congratulations.
Dual personalities, dual role.
Any further discussion? If not, all in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Thank you, Monica, for stepping up.
Just make sure you get a dual paycheck.
And then, so with that, we'll move to the next agenda item, which is set any new or approval medical and adult use marijuana applications. I did see one here. So we have DRJC Holdings 1, that's a renewal, yes?
Yes.
And Quantum Crest LLC, medical and adult use.
Retail. I think I wrote retail. It's, they're buying Starbucks.
Oh, okay, the provisioning center.
Yes. And they are requesting a special meeting.
All right, then if that is the case, what do we got here? Today is the 12th. So it means Wednesday, right, is when the paper
Yes.
posts? And you'll be able to, if we were to put it in, you'd be able to get it in for the 18th?
In the newspaper?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I can do it right now.
18th of this month.
Yeah, so that would put it at October 3rd, the Thursday before our regular meeting, for that one. October 3rd. All right, so then, I will make the motion. Motion to set public hearing for DRJC Holdings, medical and adult use, Class C, grower, special land use permit renewals, sorry, for the October 10th, regular PC meeting, planning commission meeting, which
I didn't do it.
Thank you so
begins
much.
at 7 p.m.
Thank you.
So the motion is to set the public hearing for DRJC Holdings, medical and adult use, Class C, grower special land use permit renewals for the October 10th regular PC meeting, which begins at 7 p.m. Do I have a second?
Second.
Ben seconds. Yeah, I'll do that one separately because it's a request for a special meeting. So I have a motion and a second to set the public hearing for DRJC Holdings, medical and adult use, Class C, grower special land use permit renewals for the October 10th regular planning commission meeting, which begins at 7 p.m. Any further discussion? If not, all in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion carries unanimously. And then I will then make the motion to set a special meeting for October 3rd to begin at 7 p.m. to hold a public hearing for Quantum Crest LLC, medical and adult use, provisioning center, special land use permit application. So a motion to set a special meeting for October 3rd to begin at 7 p.m. to hold a public hearing for Quantum Crest LLC Medical and Adult Use Provisioning Center Special Land Use Permit Application. Do I have a second?
Second.
Seconded by Sam. All right, so I have a motion and a second to set a special meeting for October 3rd to begin at 7 p.m. to hold a public hearing for Quantum Crest LLC Medical and Adult Use Provisioning Center Special Land Use Permit Application. Sorry, it should be applications because it's both two. Any further discussion? If not, all in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion carries unanimously. All right. So we have two applications that we held off on until this month. Or two renewals, rather, not applications, two renewals, because we were waiting to see how they resolved maintenance of the yards. It sounds like, according to Rachel, they've cleaned that up. So then, if does anybody have any other questions on that?
The only thing we held them off for was because they hadn't mowed, right?
Correct.
They hadn't done the yard.
Correct. And that was, just to verify, Rachel, that was Vassar Greenhouse and Express 2N.
Yes.
Just want to make sure I'm looking at the right ones.
Yes.
Class B grower for Vassar Greenhouse
Yes.
and Class B medical and adult use for Express 2N.
Yes.
Okay. So I will, unless there's is there any discussion before? I will make the motion to approve Vassar Greenhouse. Vassar Greenhouse LLC. Make sure I say the right one. Class B, medical grower, special land use permit renewal as written, or as presented, sorry, not written, as presented. Do I have a second?
Second.
Todd seconds. So I have a motion to approve Vassar Greenhouse LLC, Class B medical grower special land use permit renewal as written. And a second. Any further discussion? If not, I'll need a roll call vote. And Monica, I'm going to put you on the spot on this one. Since you're the secretary, go ahead and just call off the names of everyone.
Only if she can read it.
Well, hold on, we can give her,
This
Bartle,
Oh,
Here,
the minutes?
here's your names, except yours is not. And-
Ben?
And then theoretically, you mix them up in different votes, so you don't do them in the same order.
okay, Ben,
Yes.
Todd,
Yes.
Bob,
Yes.
Sam,
Yes.
Devin,
Yes.
Bartle,
Yes.
Monica.
So, motion passes unanimously. We'll move to express 2N. Again, does anybody have any further questions on this before we act? If not, then I will make the motion to approve. Motion to approve Express 2N Inc. Class B, adult use and medical grower facility, special land use permit renewal as written. Do I have a second?
Oh, go ahead.
I'll second it.
Is that Orf?
Yes.
4 seconds. So I have a motion and a second to approve Express 2N, adult use and medical Class B grower, special land use permit renewal as written. Any further discussion? If not, roll call vote, please.
Bartle,
Yes.
Devin,
Yes.
Todd,
Yes.
Ben,
Yes.
Sam,
Yes.
Bob,
Yes.
Monica.
All right, motion passes unanimously. So at 7:25, we will open the public hearing for Bud Bundy LLC, medical class A grower, special land use permit renewal. This is moved from a previous meeting because there was a lack of quorum at the original meeting. Is there anyone here that received notice for this property on State Road that wishes to speak at this time? If not, then at 7:25, we will close the public hearing for Bud Bundy's LLC Medical Class A Grower Special Land Use Permit. And at 7:25, we will open the public hearing for Green J&J Holdings Medical and Adult Use Class C Growers Special Land Use Permit Renewals. And before I go too far, make sure I'm looking at the right one.
I know she's not sitting next to you too, you might wanna make sure she's keeping up with you, because you're talking pretty fast.
So this is, again, this is for a medical and adult use grower. This property, that's where I had it and then I looked away and, so this property is on Crooked Creek Drive. Anybody receive a notice for this renewal that wishes to speak at this time? If not, then at 7:26, we will close the public hearing for Green J&J Holdings, medical and adult use Class C grower special land use permit renewals. And at 7:27, we will open the public hearing for HPG, medical and adult use Class C grower special land use permit. And again, let me make sure I'm looking at the right one here. So this one was formerly Sheridan Road. It is now, the property address is listed as Roger Meadows, but this is over on Sheridan Road. Anybody receive a notice for this application that wishes to speak at this time? If not, then at 7:27, we will close the public hearing for HPG Medical and Adult Use Class C Grower Special Land Use Permit Renewal. 7:28. I'm using this one. Yeah, it is. At 7:28, we will open the public hearing for CRG Buds, Class B to Class C, adult use special land use permit application. And again, I want to make sure I'm looking at the right one here. This is also over on Sheridan Road. Anyone received notification on this special land use permit application that wishes to speak now? If not, then at 7:29, we will close the public hearing for CRG Buds Class B to Class C adult use special land use permit application. And at 7:29, we will open the public hearing for Jelly D Enterprise LLC medical and adult use Class C grower special land use permit applications. Make sure I got the right one here. This one also located on Sheridan Road. If I recall correctly, this place was licensed previously, and this was lapsed, and they are reapplying for the zoning ordinance. Anybody receive a notification on this application and wishes to speak now? Alright, if not, then at 7:30, we will close the public hearing for Jelly D Enterprise LLC medical and adult use Class C grower special land use permit applications. I'll get to it. Alright, so next agenda item then is to move to Planning Commission action and discussion on Bud Bundy LLC medical Class A grower special land use permit renewal. Rachel, mailings and postings all done?
Yes.
Any violations or complaints made about this property?
No.
Okay. Just a straight renewal, yes?
Yes.
Anybody else got any questions on this application?
This question I have is a lot about a lot of them, actually. A lot of people check owner and lease fee, but don't a lot of them have separate corporate names? And should they be separated if they are? I mean, this might not be one of those. Anybody here?
I mean, in that case, I do believe he owns the land, and he's also leasing it from himself, so I don't know how we would.
Yeah, if it's the same
Yeah.
person entity, or
Right.
if it's the same person, different business name as well.
Right, yeah.
Should it be listed? Joe Blow Holdings owns,
Right,
I don't know, that's what I'm asking, because a lot of them check it this way, and I just was curious.
right, well, and yeah, they've got it as a different, the name of the property owner on the other page is E&A Holdings.
There you go. Which is a different address and everything, right?
Right. So, yeah, technically, in that case, yes, you are right. He should only sign leasing as the applicant, even though he's also the owner by way of owning the other LLC that owns the property. I think in this case, it doesn't make a massive difference.
It's not a major change,
Yeah.
right? I mean,
Well, I think in this case, it is mostly, it's just like, well, yes, if we were sending the notice for the renewal application at the property, right, you're sending it logistically to the same person. Because they're the leasing and, unless the property owner holding.
I guess the way I look at it is if I have, I'll use my own name, Partridge Holding Company, and Partridge Holding Company leases to Partridge whatever business,
Right.
that's a loophole. Now, you never notified me, you notified the other name.
Right.
I mean, it's a technicality, but that's the way they set their business up, they must know that.
Right.
They must have a reason they set it up where I don't own everything under one name.
So,
Anyway,
I
then when
guess-
you get to page 2, if you look, similar thing. It just says State Road, you know, the address State Road, it just says the address pin crossing. The cities with states, where are these at? Of course, State Road, we know.
right.
We happen to know that one, but I don't know where 6096 pin crossing is.
Grand Blank. It's in the first one, but yes, you're right, it should be on the other ones as well. If you look at name and address.
Yeah, I see it on the other
Yep.
page, yeah. I guess let's start with one form and stop having 2 forms. We don't have to fill them both out.
Well, one is,
My notes do say it's on the other form.
right, but in terms of why is there 2 applications, there's one.
I understand
for-
that, but then they ought to be both filled out, is my point.
Right,
And it's entirely.
And this is not to pick on this one, because it's a lot of times that I say. I think there's 2 of them tonight.
okay, so Ben, what are you suggesting then?
Did they fill out that form properly?
Okay, I just wanna make sure,
I didn't make the
Yeah,
form, but we said this is the form.
Right,
Complete it.
so add the city,
If you're
state,
gonna
and
have a
zip.
holding company owning the property, even if you own the property, or own the holding company, then you need to fill it out. It's 2 different companies, it's 2 different entities, even though you might own both companies. Right or
Well,
wrong?
no, you're right, but then I would go.
I don't see a reason to hold anything up for this.
No, no,
I
no.
want it corrected so it doesn't
Right,
happen.
but then I would also say that the application information needs to be corrected too, because the applicant information says 7044 State Road, but it says the name and address of applicant is at the 6096.
Okay, if you caught that, I didn't cross that, yeah.
So then that should also be updated, if that's where the actual LLC
Yeah,
name oh, what do they call that? Office stat or whatever.
yes, that should be correct already, I didn't catch that.
So that might be on, they got that one paragraph, the one that goes one paragraph that was completed for the ownership, and then the other name and address would be for the business, so they would, if they're properly filled out on the form, they would add up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so right now, what I'm hearing is a correction. So correction on permit application with completed address.
And don't forget, it's entirely possible that it's not 2 entities sometimes. And then it would only be filled out one time.
Yeah,
If
Yeah.
the person owns the business and that same business owns the property,
Right,
and
yeah.
owns the business.
yeah, if the LLC
Right.
owns everything, yeah. But in this case, they've got it listed as
Correct.
2 different, so it should be, and the applicant information, the address should be for where
Exactly.
the actual LLC is officed, quote
Yes.
unquote. The address,
This is a minor thing and easy to fix. I
Right.
just don't want it to become a problem someday.
and correct app info address. All right, anything else on this application from anyone else? Okay, then I will make the motion to approve Bud Bundy Farms LLC. Class A grower, medical, special land use permit, renewal with correction to address information, or with corrections to address information on special land use permit application document and medical and adult use facility permit application document. Alright, so motion to approve Bud Bundy Farms LLC Class A grower medical special land use permit renewal with corrections to address info on special land use permit application document and medical and adult use facility permit application document. Do I have a second? Second by Sam. So I have a motion and a second to approve Bud Bundy Farms LLC Class A grower medical special land use permit renewal with corrections to address info on special land use permit application document and medical and adult use facility permit application document. Any further discussion? If not, I need a roll call vote, please.
Bob? Sam?
Yes.
Orville?
Yes.
Ben?
Yes.
Todd?
Yes.
Devin?
Yes.
Mike?
All right, motion passes unanimously. So with that, then we will move on to Green J&J Holdings Medical and Adult Use Class C Grower Special Land Use Permit Renewal. Make sure I have the right one here. All right, so yep, Turkey Creek, same questions. Rachel, posting's done, mailing's done.
Yeah.
Violations or complaints about this property?
No.
Okay. Applicant here for this one?
Yes.
Okay. Straight renewal, no changes in ownership, anything like that?
No.
Okay. And you are
I am the manager currently.
manager? Not one of the owners, just the manager of the
Yes.
property? Okay. Great. Anybody got any questions or comments on this one? Okay, then I will make the motion to approve Green J&J Holdings. Make sure I get again what the ones. So Class C, medical and adult use, special land use permit renewal as presented. So I have a motion to To approve Green J&J Holdings Class C Medical and Adult Use Special Land Use Permit Renewal as presented. Do I have a second? Bob seconds. So I have a motion and a second to approve Green J&J Holdings Class C Medical and Adult Use Special Land Use Permit Renewal as presented. Any further discussion? If not, roll call vote, please.
Orville,
Yes.
Sam,
Yes.
Todd,
Yes.
Devin,
Yes.
Bob, Ben,
Yes.
Monica, yes.
Is that a yes from you, Bob? Yeah. So motion passes unanimously.
Thank you. You guys have a great day.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
We'll now move on to Plan Commission action and discussion on HPG Medical and Adult Use Class C Grower Special Land Use Permit Renewal. I want to make sure I got the right one again. This is the one that said that was formerly Sheridan Road, it is now Rogers Meadow. This is the private drive that was put in over there. Yep.
Just a quick question. So this one didn't move, it's just they changed the address to the other road. Same facility.
I believe that's correct, yeah.
It's the same parcel.
Power company did.
Yeah, I got you.
They finally got hold of that address, so that.
Rachel, same questions, mailings, postings done,
Yes.
violations or complaints about this property?
None.
Okay. And straight renewal, no changes in ownership or anything of that nature? No changes in operation? Okay. To what Ben asked earlier, because of, you do also have owner and leases signed, but on the permit application, it says the applicant and the property owner are the same. That is 100% true. It's owned and everything under the same LLC.
All one corporation, right? See, this one didn't have both words in there, in a different place. But I still question it, I'm not sure.
Any other questions on this renewal?
If you want to insert your same word, I'll make the motion.
Okay. So motion by Ben to approve HPG LLC Class C medical and adult use grower special land use permit renewal as presented. So I have a motion to approve HPG LLC Class C medical and adult use grower special land use permit renewal as presented. Do I have a second?
Second.
Seconded by Sam. Okay, so I have a motion and a second to approve HPG LLC Class C medical and adult use grower special land use permit renewal as presented. Any further discussion? If not, roll call vote, please.
Ben,
Yes.
Monica, yes. Bob, Devin,
Yes.
Todd,
Yes.
Sam,
Yes.
or
Yes.
All right, motion passes unanimously. And with that, we will move on to CRG Buds.
You guys.
Class B to Class C adult use special land use permit application. So this is, you are literally just asking to be moved from a 500 plant grow to a 2,000 plant grow. Okay. But no change in operation or anything of that nature, no change in ownership. Okay. Rachel, same questions, mailing, postings done?
Yeah.
Any complaints or violations against this property?
No.
Okay, thank you. Anybody have questions or comments on this? Request to increase the permitting.
You don't have, you already answered, nothing's changed, but you don't have to build on or anything with this. You got enough room?
They ain't got no room to build on anymore.
Oh, okay.
Okay, do I? No,
So it's going from what, 500 to
Going from a Class B, which is a 500, to a 2,000 plant grow.
the ventilation and everything is all the same? Is it gonna handle the extra plants without aroma everywhere?
we change our filters all the time. We were the first and we've never had a small complaint.
Any other questions? If not, I'll make the motion to approve CRG Buds LLC special land use permit application to increase from a Class B grower to a Class C grower for adult use. So I'll make sure that I have my wording correct. Yeah, so, motion to approve CRG Bud special land use permit application to increase, from Class B to Class C adult use grower. Do I have a second?
Second for
Todd seconds. Alright, so I have a motion and a second to approve CRG Bud special land use permit application to increase from Class B to Class C adult use grower. Any further discussion? If not, roll call vote, please.
Bob,
Abstain.
Devin,
Yes.
Todd,
yes.
Sam,
Yes.
Ben,
Yes.
or
Yes.
Ron, yes.
Alright, motion passes 6-0 with one abstaining. And then we will move on to Planning Commission action and discussion on Jelly D Enterprise LLC medical and adult use Class C growers special land use permit application. So first question I have right off the bat is why did you originally let this lapse?
Should I wait until she?
I mean,
No,
yeah, if we have questions for her when she comes back in.
okay, great. My name is Denise Colacella. I'm an attorney. I represent Jelly D Enterprise now. This is an ownership change application as well. Okay, so we are not the original Jelly D Enterprise.
Okay.
I'm here with my client, one of the owners, one of the new owners of Jelly D, Wilson Sarkis. He owns Wildfire Partners, who bought 100% of Jelly D Enterprise, and also purchased the property with Vassar Partners. So he owns both the real estate and now the entity under two separate companies with his partner Lana Shakbu. And that we don't know why it lapsed. So we stepped in, bought the property, and bought the entity itself. And as Vassar township treats changes of ownership as new applications, here we are. So the entity itself is the same, all new ownership. The folks who have come in have very successful retail, growing and processing facilities in Michigan already. No compliance violations, and do a great job where they are. If you have any questions, we'd be happy to answer.
Thank you.
Sure.
Open it up to questions from anyone? Anyone? Bob?
The
go ahead.
was the previous owner cited for highway, previous owner, so this one's had nothing, it has nothing wrong with it, correct?
Off the top of my head, I don't know. The previous owners were approved 2 years ago and then never came in for a renewal or
I
anything,
know, I
so.
know, I know that.
I don't know.
Just in case that came up, he has had nothing to do with that, so I just wanted, I know they were cited, but okay.
Anybody else? Now, I guess the first question that I have right off the top, so you bought this out 100%. Are you planning to use the same operational plan that they had in place? Or are you developing your own operational plan?
No, we're gonna continue the same plan. We might just move some fixtures around, but other than that, if we need to do anything excessive, we'll just pull permits for, electrical or HVAC if needed.
No plans to expand the site as of right now, just operating out of the
Yeah,
current?
current. In the future, it's a possibility, but today we're just gonna get the place rolling.
Along those lines though, they're showing the existing building and a proposed building and then a proposed expansion. Are you building the new building as part of this plan?
I believe the building that you're looking to the south is on a
Or
separate
crosses the
parcel.
other line?
Yes. Something
So
They
this
share-
building that says proposed is already built then?
It's- If you can come here so we can show you what we're talking about. So this shows as proposed, this is
Yeah, it's
the
the one,
building.
the 6,000 square foot building is what is actually on site.
Okay,
So that's there already?
That's there currently, yeah.
Okay.
so that just needs to be updated as the existing building. And you share the drive off of Sheridan Road.
There's a shared drive between the two adjacent properties.
Yes.
So this is not part of it.
And there's no buildings within 100 feet of the lot line to the north of this currently?
No.
The external lighting that's on the building currently, is it from dusk to dawn, or is it motion activated?
I believe motion. I haven't been there long enough to know. No, that's the done, but I would assume. no.
If it is dusk to dawn, what we have been requesting, just because those lights tend to be super intense and facing outward, is to get irises to try to force them more down onto the property. I can't remember from when we originally approved it which they ended up installing. Ben, you got any questions?
That was my biggest one, was I was confused by that first page.
Okay. Monica, I know you're getting thrown into the deep end on this one. Do you have any questions that jump out?
No, I do not.
Okay. Bob, did you have any other questions?
Well, I have one thing here, they do have an exposed expansion. The existing is up in front. This is.
Yeah, the
this-
proposed in the back.
Yeah, but that is a proposed, and so,
It doesn't say future, I get what he's saying.
yeah, it's,
Yeah.
okay, it's not there, but yeah. No, I don't have anything else.
So would you rather that say proposed future expansion? Okay. Since the site plan does need to be updated to say existing building now anyway.
And the lights are not, dust at all.
They are motion.
I can help it around.
Oh, so they are dust.
Oh, yeah, they
Dusted.
are. I see them regularly.
Todd, any questions?
No.
Sam, any questions? Or
Nope.
anything? There's one thing. Just So, for any unused plant material or anything like that, how do you plan on disposing of it? Are you gonna shred it on site, send it someplace? Or are you going to try to reuse it in some kind of digester on site?
We put it on site, get rid of all that good stuff, and then we have trash in this for cannabis through GFL.
And this list of materials that you're planning to use on site, the nutrients and pesticides, that's what you're still planning on using, the Cocoa Tech, Flora Bloom, Flora Grow, Golden Tree, that those types or similar products?
Industry standard stuff.
Okay.
The CRA has a pretty robust list of hand chemicals.
Yeah.
Extremely strict.
All right, so, I mean, I think the only other thing, and maybe I overlooked it, was, I know it's an existing building and whatnot, but the well and septic permits showing that you have an approved well and septic on site. Those aren't in here, if you can get those, and then they'd just be added by Rachel. And then on the site plan, as we pointed out, it should be updated. So instead of being proposed building, since it is an existing building, that should be changed to existing on the site plan. And then just to differentiate that it is not a part of the current approval, to change the proposed expansion to say proposed future expansion on the site plan. And then just verify, like when you're having that changed, that there isn't any buildings within 100 feet to the north, within the north lot line. I'm having a hard time picturing the site, but just to double verify that there's no buildings within 100 feet. If there are, just update the plan, the site plan, just to reflect that. That's all I had. Nobody else? Anything? All right, then I will make the motion. Motion to approve Jelly D. And I'm gonna do this in two, because we're gonna approve the medical first, and then we'll approve the adult use, because you have to have the medical approved before we can approve the adult use. So So Jelly D Enterprise LLC. And I want to make sure that I say the right type. And this is only for one license each, correct? Just to verify, it's only one,
Correct. One
one
class
medical, one, okay. LLC medical, Class C grower. To approve Jelly D medical Class C grower special land use permit application with changes to site plan nomenclature, and presentation. And presentation of well and septic permits. All right, so motion to approve Jelly D Enterprises LLC Medical Class C grower special land use permit application with changes to site plan nomenclature and presentation of well and septic permits.
I'll second, but we should hold a minute because they're having a discussion about changing something.
Yep. So Ben seconds as of this moment, and we will wait. We good?
Is it the same?
Everything's,
Do you want to change it to an A now?
Yeah.
He wanted the medical to be an A.
Yeah.
okay. So, all right, so A for the medical. All right, so then with that, the changes I'm gonna make to my motion, Ben,
Yeah.
are approval to approve Jelly D Enterprises LLC medical class A grower special land use permit application with changes to site plan nomenclature, presentation of well and septic permits, and update application documents to Class A grow special land use permit application. All right, so motion to approve.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah, just for the medical.
Yes.
For the-
Yep.
and
Yep.
Use is Class C.
Yep. Yeah, we'll get. Yeah, that's. I have to do it in this way. So motion to approve Jelly D Enterprises LLC medical Class A grow special land use permit application with changes to site plan nomenclature, presentation of well and septic permits, and update application document to Class A grow special land use permit application. Ben, do you still
I still,
maintain your
yes,
second?
yes.
Okay, so Ben
What
still.
was your name again?
It's Wilson, WELSON. The last name is Sarkis, SARKIS.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so I have a motion and a second to approve Jelly D Enterprises LLC Medical Class A grower special land use permit application with changes to site plan nomenclature, presentation of well and septic permits, and update application document to Class A grow special land use permit application. Any further discussion? If not, roll call vote, please.
Kevin,
Yes.
Orville,
Yes.
Ben,
Yes.
Sam,
Yes.
Monica, yes, Todd,
Yes.
and Bob.
Abstain.
All right, so motion passes 6-0 with one abstaining. And then I will also make the motion to approve Jelly D Enterprises LLC adult use Class C grower special land use permit application with changes to site plan nomenclature, presentation of well and septic permits, and that's it. Because we're not changing so approve Jelly D Enterprises LLC medical class C grower special land use permit application with changes to site plan nomenclature and presentation of well and septic permits.
Hold on, you just said medical again.
Yeah.
Sorry, I meant adult use. I was reading in two different areas. So with changes to site plan nomenclature and presentation of well and septic permits. All right, so motion to approve Jelly D Enterprises LLC adult use class C grower special land use permit application with changes to site plan nomenclature and presentation of well and septic permits. Do I have a second? Sam seconds. All right, so I have a motion and a second to approve Jelly D Enterprises LLC adult use class C grower special land use permit application with changes to site plan nomenclature and presentation of well and septic permits. Any further discussion? If not, roll call vote, please.
Bob, Todd,
Yes.
Monica, yes. Sam,
Yes.
Ben,
Yes.
Orb,
Yes.
Devin.
Yes. All right, motion carries 6-0 with one abstaining. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you both.
You want this all turned in now or later?
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Have a great night.
You too.
All right, so move to the next agenda item, which is review and action on any site plan adjustments for any special land use permits or use by right properties. This is all you, Troy. What is the signage for, we'll start with the signage for Kearns.
This is just what they propose to put their sign out.
Is this the one on Rooftop?
Yes.
Is it a lighted sign?
No.
So it's just a monolithic vinyl graphic type sign that they're putting out there?
Yep. Made out of aluminite. It's aluminum.
Is it, how far off the road?
It's gonna be 43 feet from the center of the road.
So is that, I think we changed the zoning ordinance way back. I think it was 10 feet beyond the right of way, so does that make it 10 feet beyond the right of way?
Yes. 33 feet plus 10 is 43.
Okay.
That's further back than the old sign was.
And otherwise, the square footage that they're looking at within the zoning ordinance as it is today?
Yes. It isn't?
It's not commercial. We don't allow the signs in commercial. You wouldn't let me have one. You wouldn't
Hold
let.
on a minute now.
Okay.
Isn't
I'm just
that
correcting
property, isn't that
That is
property,
not commercial zone.
is that property zoned commercial?
That property is zone AFR
Thank you.
and it's taxed as commercial.
It's zone. It's not on M15, it's not on M38. That's our commercial area.
Yeah, but we also have an industrial out in the middle of nowhere, that's why I'm asking, is it zoned commercial? Because it could have been zoned commercial prior to the zoning ordinance. Or spot zoned illegally at some point before this board.
I can't find any of that stuff. I found,
They've been in business a while.
forever, as long as I can
Yeah,
remember.
Dick had it there for years.
Yeah. The special use permit, the only one I could find, it was gonna be a car lot.
I want to quick pull up the, Ben, you got anything while I'm looking up?
I don't know, because I would have assumed that property had been zoned commercial way back at the same time other properties out there were. And if it's zoned commercial, then it falls under the commercial, so I don't know what Bob's saying about he can't have a sign. If he is zoned to commercial, he's incorrect, he can have a sign.
It's not zoned commercial, not that I know.
I'm just throwing out this.
Yeah.
Address is 5895 Ruprecht Road.
Signs. Let's see, so signs. All signs shall comply with the requirements of this section. The following signs specified in items 1 through 7 may be erected in the township without planning commission site plan approval, provided the other requirements of this section are complied with and approved. The signs are located on the property being advertised. Signs advertising real estate for sale or rent. Sign advertising agricultural produce grown on the premises. Sign, that's just, it's produce grown on the property. That has nothing to do with the zoning. That's why I'm reading through the zoning ordinance. Signs advertising personal property owned by a resident of the premise, provided such personal property was not purchased for the purpose of resale. Signs advertising home occupations which have received approval pursuant to the zoning ordinances. Such signs may not exceed 16 square feet in sign area. Signs stating the name and or address of the property owner, homeowner, and farm signs. Signs shall not exceed 16. Signs promoting political candidates or election issues. Temporary signs advertising non-commercial public events for not to exceed 30 days. Sign site plan shall be approved by the Township Planning Commission before any sign is erected, constructed, or altered except for signs permitted by subsection A above. The Planning Commission shall review site plans as to location, height, aesthetic, compatibility with the surrounding buildings and facilities, in compliance with the Vassar Township Ordinance. The Planning Commission may require revision to the site plan. No sign shall include any flashing, oscillating, or intermittent illumination. However, the sign shall not prohibit signs with changing message displays. All illuminated signs shall be placed as to prevent the rays and illumination, therefore, from being directly cast upon residents or roadways. No sign shall rotate nor contain moving parts. All signs shall be set back. Then it gives at least 10 feet measured from the road right away to the leading edge of the sign. All signs must be maintained so they comply continuously with the requirements of this ordinance. On-site signs. One principal sign shall be permitted for the site for each commercial, industrial, or institutional facility. All signs must comply with the requirements of this section. On-site signs. Principal on-site signs shall not exceed 120 square feet. No more than 2 secondary signs. Secondary signs shall not exceed 32 square feet. So then here becomes the question, because in the first part of the signs section, it does not specify any type of zoning. And there is in there signs advertising home occupations which have received approval pursuant to the zoning ordinance. Then it would be limited to 16 square feet in sign area.
So does it fall under commercial facility?
Well, that would be an interpretation of the zoning ordinance.
I was just trying to think, you got, because they've been there a while, but you also got the auction. Of course, they're on 15. You got
That's
cooks that,
commercial.
yeah, and then you got cooks that are renting apartments as a business. Then you got a dog groomer that's down there. All down through that stretch.
Yeah, you got a guy doing repairs on, advertising on the internet and everything right next to him, doing his small engines, you got them down the road. They're all over,
In that area,
they're all over with nobody doing nothing.
so it surprised me if we weren't something
Why don't you do
commercial.
something about it, Bob?
I can't.
Well, you could fill out one of those forms right there.
I'm just like everybody else that go down the road like this.
Well, so here's the thing. Even if it met at some point in time as being a home occupation on that site, according to the zoning ordinance, it would exceed the sign requirements by over double for the square footage of the sign.
There's no home on that.
No, what I'm saying is, even if it was at one point in time approved as a home occupation, whenever it went in, if it did or didn't predate the zoning ordinance, if it was approved at the time as a home occupation, which we don't have documentation that potentially that shows that, if they changed the sign, it could not exceed 16 square feet anyway, if it were a home occupation. It is double that size based on the sign they want to put up.
Right.
Which is 8 by
4 by 8, that would be.
Yeah, it's 4 by 8, it's 32 square feet.
Right.
Yeah.
So then the question becomes, if it was ever rezoned, or if it was zoned before, if they made a spot zone prior to the zoning ordinance going in, that it should have been commercial, just like what the old limousine place is down on Oak Road, where it's spot zoned industrial out in the middle of nowhere. Then it would be a question of, was it commercial, and we just don't have, we've lost record of it, which who knows. Then it would follow the on-site signs. So as of right now, at minimum, it's too big to meet the sign section of section 1206. They'd have to scale it down, but we would need proof that it was home occupation. Now, it gets into the weeds because it's been there so long. Does it
I think it becomes a use by a non-conforming use.
Yeah, but you're.
I mean, that is not a secret piece of property.
No.
It's in front of everybody's face for 30 plus years, more than that.
Attached to the house, and now the house is not into this. It's a separate.
That's a home occupation, and that business never would have qualified for home occupation, period. So it would have never been that. It was a commercial operation, full blown.
Never was.
But it's always been a commercial operation.
Used.
Much like yours was before you zoned, correct? You had trucks and you did business and then
Before
you
I
zoned.
was zoned properly.
Exactly.
That's correct.
And so that one was there then.
And they
Why
still
don't?
wouldn't let me put a sign up.
Well, then you should have been applied. I would argue you could have a sign if you're zoned commercial.
I'm just saying. But I think the property now is split now, correct? She's sold that part of that building. It is not attached to the house no more, is that right?
The whole building is a
The
business.
whole building, but understand that building adjoined his house.
The building wasn't attached, you mean the property was one
That's
piece?
what I'm saying, I said they split. They
Is
split
it one parcel including the house, or was it before, or do
It
you not
was
know?
always before, it was one
I don't know
complete
that.
parcel.
It was split. It has been split. The house is
It's all
separate.
property.
That you got,
That's what I was asking.
yeah, you got the property, you got the building, commercial building over here. And then there's a house over here. And that has been divided, I don't know when, years ago.
Years ago, when it was
Yeah.
originally done, it was.
I don't
one
even
parcel.
know what, I think it was in the.
We're back to the,
So
I think it becomes a non-conforming use. And then you've got to talk about how you get it fixed.
Yeah, and I'm at the point reading through this. There's no clear-cut answer. This becomes a ZBA question as to whether you can change the sign or not.
Okay.
because it's not clear cut. We don't have the answer to whether or not it was, if it would have ever met the home occupations, and if it was actually met the zoning ordinance of the time, which then means they could only have a 16 square foot sign. And if we aren't, you're saying it is currently zoned AFR, is that
That's
what?
what I'm being told, yes.
AFR, isn't it zone, it's zoned AFR.
I can't find it. 5895 Rooftop Road.
Oh, probably a new address if they just split the property.
It's not in DSNA and it's not in GIS. So I am so confused right now.
It's right off 15, like the second parcel in, on Route Brook. You got Atwood's on the corner, and then you got the building. No, you got the apartment building, you got the apartment building, yeah,
And
it's
then you
about
got
four,
Cook's.
yeah, it's about 4 of them, yeah.
Blow it up.
I can't, I find it hard to believe that they would be operating business for as long as that's been there without having proper.
Well, there's no doubt the township would have a liability there,
Unless it was.
because everybody here is aware of that property.
Oh, we all
Every
know.
board member has been aware of it, every planning commission member's been aware of it.
Well, it's whether the zoning enforcement officer does their jobs or not. Sure.
The old man was on the board, wasn't he? A long time ago.
No,
This is Ward
No,
3.
not-
they didn't like rules.
They haven't changed it yet, though. It takes them a year to change it,
No, sure. Well, that's 5855, correct?
what she got out here.
5.
So-
That's a typo.
Hey, back. So,
Okay.
the Gateway subdivision,
Okay.
we got Beach here, we got the Gateway subdivision, Ruprecht is this one, right? Okay.
It's right.
Right, it's one of these
There's
ones.
no street there.
You gotta pull it up.
So-
How that's divided.
So,
I know, like,
according to this map,
5885.
so it's just parcel, it doesn't show anything on this map. So we're.
Yeah, this is not the district, man. The district is here, but would you be able to argue it far enough down there or not? I don't.
Well, no, what I'm wondering, because this just has subdivisions, it doesn't have any of the other zoning on it. So where is the actual zoning map?
It adjoins that subdivision, the property's line. They.
We don't
that
have
building
one for
is
zoning
only
anymore.
Apartment building.
Oh, right here.
Property.
Right here, Devin.
Is that
This is the old one though,
That's the one I was looking for, just to get another wall.
tied over
We don't
here.
have a new one.
we don't have a new one?
That's the newest one, that's 2014 or 11 or something.
Medium density
Yeah.
residential. So at least on this old one, it's not showing it that it was ever zoned commercial in that area.
Zoning code.
It
Medium
probably is bigger
residential.
square.
Right, it says zoning code, medium residential,
Maybe it's this.
commercial
Depends
improved.
on how far down it is, I can't.
Commercial improved for taxes.
Yeah,
So-
it's like a
For
tax,
taxes.
tax and more.
Yeah, for taxes, such as commercial
Get
improved.
more money out of
Zoning, residential, med,
So I
medium
think,
residential.
at least from my perspective, I think you're back to then, did it ever get approved? Was there ever a time that it was considered a home occupation and it was approved per the zoning ordinances? I don't
It
know.
could
how far
never
back.
qualify as an at-home occupation. It would have always been against those rules.
So-
It's too big.
And then the other question is, was it ever zoned commercial before, either before the zoning ordinances or at some point in the past, and it just never, it wasn't properly recorded?
But they're getting taxed as commercial? Is
Well,
that-
that
That's-
does happen,
It's throughout this township.
yeah.
That happens everywhere.
Oh,
You're taxed as you're used. Now, that's a trick assessors can do if they want to. You might have a house in a commercial district and it's worth more, they can get you out. They can tax you commercial, even though you're residential.
So, I mean, where I'm at is, it's either clear cut that you can't have a sign, or, but I'm leaning more towards it's a ZBA question.
I would say this is ZBA and or the attorney. What do you do with a piece of property like this that's so well known? This is not a hidden piece of property. This is
Yeah,
not
I-
something nobody knew
I
about.
can contact the attorney.
I mean, maybe that's the first thing to do, is, because I mean, it is basically I mean, at this point, it's a legal, what is it, a legal
Legal
non-conforming
non-conforming
property, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So then I guess ask her how she would approach it, and if she doesn't have an answer, then it's a ZBA question.
So,
Or if we want to make it smaller
Now,
to meet those requirements.
Well, I don't even think that is the right answer either, because we can't 100% without going through every bit of zoning and making sure when it was, if it was it there predating zoning ordinances?
no,
It would have been around the same time you and Randy rezoned your property, right?
no.
It was the same time frame.
His own, he started before. It was 2 years ago.
when did you start yours?
1968,
So it was done before that?
1966, in that area.
There was no zoning.
That's what I'm saying. Dick started before, that's why I don't know about the zoning. But I don't know, will you entertain a motion just to accept it and you don't have to go to?
Well, I don't wanna-
Or what?
I don't want to accept it,
Well,
especially since you started out saying, well, I can't have a sign because it's not commercial,
It's
so.
been there a long time, everybody's saying. But I don't want to open up a can of worms, but I know in our old ordinance, it's clearly stated, had to be commercial and all this lot of things, but we lost a lot of that. But, that's the only thing I've seen about it, but because he's my competition, I don't have a problem against him, I don't want a bunch of shit happening, but
But I also don't want to approve something that
your chain reaction, domino effect on a bunch of them, you'll have them all over. That guy that's doing all the repairs on next to him, he'll have a sign up. You're gonna have signs up out down here. Now you let Johnson put a sign up on his, they'll go all over.
Just want to remind you, you're on Facebook.
I don't
But
care.
Worth had a sign, it's not like it's
Your
new.
cousin, your
Don't
cousin.
forget there was a
Just
sign.
signs can be, especially if they have lights or something, can be very, not beneficial
Maybe you have
for the
a special
homeowners around
use
us.
permit.
You can make a
Alright,
motion and
so-
let the committee vote on it, and see what happens.
That's what I
What you
said.
wanna do.
I mean,
I mean, there's a church over there already that's got lights, signs right
The churches are exempt.
Not from the lighting.
Yeah.
Not from the lighting,
Not
not
from
from the
the-
lighting, and this isn't lit, he said, so he's exempt. But I'd make a motion to let him have it, that's me, I don't care. It's been there a long time,
so you're making the motion, Bob?
yep,
You gotta fix your wording, or do you want it to say to let him have it?
I'm gonna,
I do question the size,
okay,
but the
Hey,
business has been
that's
there.
why I brought it in front of the,
The size I question, but the sign is,
So what is your motion?
my motion would be to accept the sign, questioning the square footage. Because that's been a business for a long time.
So are you asking for the square footage to be changed, or you're just I guess, just
From
questioning
the
it?
ordinances, it's clearly written that that's too big. I
Well,
think,
it's too
depending
big
on how it's-
for,
If it's a home
Class
occupation, it's too big, but if
Class-
it's commercial,
it's
it's not.
120,
That's
120
correct.
square.
And if it's commercial, then he falls okay. And if he's paying commercial taxes and has been for a long time, that's
So you just making the
Well, by
motion
your
to
own
accept the
admission,
sign
it's
permit?
1968, so,
the 60s.
in the 60s, yeah.
I think,
So you're just making, so is your motion to accept the sign permit?
yeah.
Okay. Do I have a second?
I'll say.
Sam seconds. All right, so I have a motion and a second to accept the sign permit.
Was the motion accepted as this or smaller?
It's the size of the commercial.
That's why I wanted to
As
make
is?
sure, accept the sign permit
As it is written.
It's wrong.
as
As it is.
as presented,
Exactly.
with adding as presented, saying do you maintain your second? Okay. So I have a motion and a second to accept the sign permit as presented. All in favor? All opposed? Nay. Motion carries 6-1. All right, then the next one is an addition of a fence. And what's currently at this facility? Is this a,
Where's that building?
what's
They
that?
had they had a fence on their site plan to begin with, but this fence is just bigger, it's double.
Is this?
Not
is this-
bigger as in taller, sorry, I should have been more specific. It's double.
Covers more square
Yeah,
footage.
it's
of the property.
double the width and length that it was on their original site plan.
And what,
This a medical, marijuana facility?
Yeah.
Okay.
what's the facility, is it the Vassar Group LLC?
Vassar Team.
Vassar Team.
Vassar Team LLC. It's on Maple Road, 6339 Maple Road. He doesn't want to fence up at all, but.
Who does what?
Oh, he doesn't want to put the fence up, but when they were first here for their original application during that meeting, you asked them if they would put a fence up. So they're going to do it because they,
So they would.
yeah, pretty much, but he doesn't want to.
Okay, so my argument right here might be irrelevant because it's medical marijuana and they gotta come in for application, if they're updating things, I understand that. But otherwise, why are we even dealing with this? If a person wants to put a fence inside their property, as long as it meets the ordinance, why can't they just do it? Why does it gotta come to us?
Because it's a change to the site plan for.
I know, I kinda answered it that way, I disagree with it having to happen. But
Well,
that
and that's
circumstance, it's
where,
'cause
that's
I get it.
where, in the potential new zoning ordinances, where we can give authority to small changes like that, and make them as administrative changes.
I will let you know too, you inversed one of your pictures, which one? Either this went this way, or this went this way.
That was the way they came, they were emailed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I just read about it, they were emailed.
Do you know which
You're
one's
holding
mine?
on Maple Road driveway.
So they
Maple.
originally have
cool.
one
You can't read.
and now they're gonna go all the way around.
Thank you,
One was
Reginald.
landscaped,
Just
one
the-
was,
Okay, but even
That's the
still,
existing, yeah, that's the
look at the
existing.
length,
Now they're
now it's
going
short,
just around.
look at the
Yeah,
width, now
apparently.
it's wide. I still think they made a mistake.
Yeah.
Are they
there's a mistake.
taking down the existing fence, or are they just leaving that up and then just literally fencing around the
I think
property?
he's removing that, because that fence is,
I mean, he's got it on both drawings, that's why I'm asking.
Up here in the blue where it says existing fence?
Yeah,
I think that's staying and then they're adding, this other fence.
I thought he was removing it because it's falling apart.
Oh, okay, maybe, yes.
I mean, if he's removing it, I don't think that's, like, we can also just say, with the option to remove the existing fence off the property as part of
Right.
the change. Okay, anybody else got any questions on that? All right, then I will make the motion. To allow Vassar Team LLC to add new fencing on site with option to remove existing fencing without future review. Just so they have it So motion to allow Vaxxer Team LLC to add new fencing on site with option to remove existing fencing without future review. Do I have a second?
Second.
Ben seconds. So I have a motion and a second to allow Vassar Team LLC to add new fencing on site with option to remove existing fencing without future review. Any further discussion? If not, all in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. We'll move on to the next agenda item, Planning Commission and discussion on any action or any park and recreation business. So I know for a fact there is this this signage that they want to purchase for installation. And there was a motion made to buy a sign for the, so Janice Ewald made a motion to buy a sign for the park, two-sided. We'll put sign in ourselves. The cost they've got is $1606.09 as part of the motion. And then it says bolts and 4x4s, which I'm not sure what those are for, because
That's for the fence, or the sign.
the sign has its own legs for mounting though. Like the way that it installs is that sign actually installs into the ground. You don't need any 4x4s or anything like
Yeah,
that.
there was two different signs that at first they were talking about. That might have been what the bolts and that was for the other one, but we voted on
This
one.
the
Right.
Super Saver large horizontal message board.
Right.
Yeah, so let's start going from her down.
Well, so the cost that shows on this, let me make sure I've got.
The 1606 is one that came up with, must have been a first one.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, this is the really final one that we decided on, I guess. The Super
It's
Saver
really
says
six.
1178, so mine, is that the one?
With tax and shipping, it's $1586.82 is what it says on right there.
Oh, I have turned the page there.
But having seen the instructions on how to install this, they're going to need concrete, and I think there was rocks of some sort for installation. I mean, still probably need some sort of boards to stabilize the sign while the concrete dries.
Puts an L bracket thing on them and tap down right straight into the cement, so we do it. Those L brackets are about $30, but they hold it forever. You let the cement dry.
Well, the cement, the way they show it, the cement's like 4 or 5 inches from the surface. So
Yep, but your L brackets are made for underground or above, it makes no difference, but they make it, I'll even donate them, I got them by the boxes.
Okay.
But that's-
still need
that's what-
concrete, yeah.
You tack on them into the concrete and it comes up, their L brackets, they get them.
We got,
Yeah, that's the way you anchor that sign.
but
Because otherwise-
the way that they're showing the way the instructions show to install it is you're actually sinking the sign posts into the
Into the concrete?
Yeah, into the concrete like you would normally. So you drill a, whatever 8-inch or 10-inch hole and then fill it with concrete and stabilize the sign inside the concrete. Because they actually show you putting like rebar or screws or something into the bottom of the legs to.
You can make a plate of rebar down in there, but in commercial use or whatever, but you never put a post in the cement on commercial. You can do it on residential. They don't allow it, but still.
I mean, if there is a better way to install it, where we just chop the legs off and bolt it to a poured concrete.
You wouldn't have to chop them off. You'd still leave.
Well, I mean, unless the signs.
Well, I don't know what the length is, but they have what the specs are.
But I mean, if you're saying if that's a better way to do it, I'm all for doing it that way. But we still need to increase the cost because the cost right now just includes
No cement.
just
Two
it's
bags
just
of
the sign.
cement would be plenty to do it quick create. The reason we went with it, cement, I didn't know, we just thought it was more vandalism proof without.
It should
having
definitely be
bolts and stuff,
cemented
you
in.
know?
You need cement.
Yeah,
But it sounds like Bob has a better method for us installing it instead of embedding it into cement, which I like anyway because the way they were showing it.
Replacing the sign or something?
Replacing the sign that's over there.
Just the sign, even though it's treated, the board will,
This
it's
is,
trapped in the cement, it doesn't last as long, you know,
yeah.
but put it on top, now you got your foundation, these other metal brackets, they're treated. And they go on, you tap down in both sides, the L's, and they're wind resistant, they won't pull up as well as they won't go in and out, and they won't rot the posts because it still breathes. You pack that post in P-rock, it never will rot.
Basically the way they build decks.
Commercial.
Yeah.
That's the way.
You have your cement pier in the ground, and then you have the 4x4 bracket on top of the cement, and then you bolt to that.
Yeah.
All right. So I mean, in your experience, Bob, like how much should we add over and above to account for the concrete and that we would need to properly anchor this to the ground?
I'll give you the P-rock and give you the brackets. I guess you guys want to buy a couple bags of cement each. I don't know, whatever.
Round it up to 17 even? Does that cover it? 17,
Yeah,
1700?
for sure it would.
Okay.
We got only 2 posts, right?
Yeah, it's just the two posts.
Yeah, you need to go that far, but still, let's.
Well, just to cover in case we need
Other
extra.
miscellaneous.
Can always come in under estimate.
Yeah. All right. So I'll make the motion. Motion to recommend approval of spend up to $1,700 to purchase new sign and installation materials for park. So motion to recommend approval of spend of up to $1,700 to purchase new sign and installation materials for park. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Todd seconds. All right, so I have a motion and a second to approve, to recommend approval of spend up to $1,700 to purchase new sign and installation materials for park. Any further discussion? If not, all in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. Any other Parks and Recreation business we should know about?
Just if everybody got a copy of that flyer about the Halloween things that are coming up. There's a trunk or treat that they're doing with the school. I didn't bring my paper with me. You got a copy of it?
I think it's on the Facebook page, isn't it?
That's
I saw 2 of them on.
So the trunk or treat that we're doing with the school.
Okay.
I have to bring my
I saw 2 of them
form.
on the Facebook page. Different one.
I don't know if it's gonna be, won't get approved potentially for purchase until next meeting, the next board meeting, which would be the 8th. So I don't know when they would get it.
Which one's sold?
Yeah, have to look at it.
16, so.
Yeah.
There's the information on it right there.
So that's there's the event before from 2 to 5, and then the actual haunted trail from 7 to 9.
Right. The one before it was the one with the school.
On October 19th, the
Yeah.
2 to 5 is the trunk or treat.
Yeah, okay. And then there was was it Starbucks that made a donation for decorations and stuff?
Yep.
For the haunted trail, which we greatly appreciate any help.
Yes, Mr. Shango from Starbuds graciously donated the funds to decorate and have stuff for the haunted trails. So.
And anyone that wants to volunteer, we're gonna need people to help with the haunted trail with the kids and everything, so.
All right, anything else for the Parks and Rec? If that's it, then we'll go to public comment. Any public comment?
I just wanted to say that citation that was wrote for, let me look at my note. 3867 Crooked Creek, that's still, that's gotta go through the court. That's it.
Citation for,
The lawn.
oh, okay.
So whatever the court decides, you know, just send them a fine or whatever.
But they did take care of the mowing, right?
Yes,
Okay.
they took care of it, it's just,
After the period, but.
yeah, it's
which
just
would-
I can't retract the citation.
Yeah,
So they might still owe a fine because they didn't do it on time.
Right.
That's what should go.
I have a question. So somebody like that who did take care of their lawn, is it just, I mean, is there a reason, was there sickness or anything like that? Were they elderly and?
well, this was a grow facility.
Business.
This was a business, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Everybody else around them was, not everybody, but now they are. It was a business, it wasn't elderly.
Okay.
The only public comment that I have is I'd like to welcome Monica to the planning commission. Thank you for stepping up. We've had an empty seat for quite some time now, and thank you for stepping up to be a secretary. Any other public comment? If not, then I'll make a motion to adjourn. Second, got it in there first.
Wow, the door is automatically shut by itself.
Who ended up getting the second?
So I have a motion and a second to adjourn. Any further discussion? If not, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Meeting is adjourned at 8:50.
Well, you need to graduate.
He did this.
Oh shit. Let me actually think. 2003. Yeah.
He graduated with my son, Christopher Gonzalez.
Oh! Yeah. Old Speedy. How's he doing?
Good. He lives in Arlington, Virginia.
Oh.
I thought it was only Vegas.
No, that's where their wedding was.
Oh,
Yeah, he's been at Southern Naval Analysis for 10 years.